Hey, you tourists, it's your boy Domination. This is Back in the Basics. You're gonna do this is how we do Texas, baby. Man, does back and do this. No, only place. All the place gonna get it. All the place gonna get it. All the place gonna get it. It's right back to the basics. You're gonna do this is how we do Texas, baby. Man, does back. You know what it is. It is. The only place you ever gonna get it. Only place you ever gonna get it is right back to the basic. And today's topic we're gonna talk about is real man rise up, fake man rise up, real man rise up, fake man rise up. And I'm gonna say it again. Today's topic we're gonna talk about is I want to talk about Oprah Winfrey, man. You know, can we all just get along? I don't have a problem with that, but why we're the only group talk like that? We're the only groups. And we got to make sure other races do the same. But it's sad that we the only ones talk like that. This is why they look at black community. We you know, and I heard this from Leo, and he wasn't lying. Black community is our most forgiving people, and we are really like that. And I know my folks, I know it very well, but they better learn that there's a group of people want to see us hurt. And it ain't just other races want to see us hurt. Sometimes our own. Other races have to deal with that. But why we won't accept that? For some reason, I understand to make peace with other races, but it's up to the bad folks who want to see that, because they like seeing drama. They like to keep stuff going. They like that just to get somebody something to do for no reason. And it's not right to put their hands on anybody. But listen to this, man. Oprah Winfrey a recent protest to looking for leadership. And I don't know what his name is. He got a funny name, but Owe, whatever his name is, he got a funny name as an African person. Okay. Oprah Winfrey has been watching the protests in Ferguson and New York City. Oprah Winfrey has been watching. Oprah Winfrey has been watching the protests in Ferguson and New York City like anyone else. I think it's wonderful to march and to protest, and it's wonderful to see all across the country doing it, telling the people exactly, but it's not enough to march to says Oprah Winfrey. What I'm looking for is some of the kind of leadership to make it out of this to say this is what we want. This is what I mean, excuse me, I'm just really tired. This is what have to change. This is what have to change. And those are the steps that we are, I mean, those are the steps. Those are the steps that we need to take to making those changes. And this is what we willing to do to get it. David Attenborough, who playing Martin Luther King Jr. in the film whatever that movie is, and Salim added and adamant, and you see that you see that in the way black and white, young and old come together and said this is not okay. I understand where they coming from. I get that. Oprah Winfrey latest film could not be timeless and chronicled the story behind the Martin Luther King Jr. working to pass into the Voting Rights Act on 1965. The movie is nominated for 7 Golden Globes, and included in the Best Picture and the Best Actor, having having a Oscar spinning headed into a war season. I think that what can be greater for art film, and says Winfrey, it's to take the note of the aftermath and peace impotent and quite for what you want to what you want real change. You know what? After read this article, I don't have a problem with other races come together. No disrespect to Oprah Winfrey, but Oprah, you 65 years old woman, you know that you look at these other races. I don't see other races come together like that. Never. This is why people say majority and minority. What is minority? Minority means you're a loser. You're a has-been. I'm telling you, that's what it means when people say minorities. I don't like that word. Don't let anybody call you a loser. I don't care if you live in poverty. I don't care if you're poor. Whatever you do, don't let nobody call you a loser. Because show them that you could be a winner. But the problem with the winner is majority. Majority people, they think like that. They goes back to the Greeks. No, they go back to the Romans. Business is warfare for them. They think that, well, you got to be part of this group. No, you got to be part individually. I don't believe in groups, because all groups is nothing but followers. Let's be honest. I can understand why Oprah said that. But Oprah, you need to say that to all these other people. We're the only group talk like that. This is why they call African Americans as colored. This is why. It has something to do with what's been written in the script and over the script, the Bible. It got something to do with Noah, a grandson was been molested by him, and make it look like Cain was the one who molested his own damn grandson. And his son witnessed what his grandfather did to his own grandson. If they would have started telling the truth, otherwise it would have never been racism. And it got something to do, every race in humanity started from Africa somewhere. I don't know how true it is, but this is the facts that people say. That explains a lot why so much racism. Look at the term African American. When you hear people call themselves African American, look at this. African American is referred to as Black Americans or Afro American. It's a ethnicity group of it's an ethnicity group it's an ethnicity group this is an ethnicity group of Sicilians, whatever you want to call it. It's a ethnicity group citizen. It's a group of citizens or the resident of United States with of the total of Department of Ancestry from much many of the native population of sub-Saharan Africa. The term may be also been used, including only those individuals who are descendants from African slaves. You see that? They're trying to say, if you're not come from the root of the cause of the color, the descent of the slaves, you're not African American. That's what they're saying. As a compound, as it reject, the term is actually usefully as the hypermate as the African American. That's what it's saying. That's what it's saying right here. African American and constituted the second larger racial and ethnicity minority. They always use that word minority. And in the United States, and most African Americans are Westerners and Western and excuse me, I'm just really got tired. Westerner and Central African descent, and are descendants from of slavemen Africans, which in the bound of the bound of the President United States. However, the immigrants from Africa, Caribbean, Pacific America, and South America, and nations and descendants may or may not also self-identify these terms. Look at this. Look at this. They can look this stuff up because it says right here. Frederick Douglass, Frederick Douglass, Henry Tillman, whatever his name, and Booker T. Washington, and W.D. Boyd, Rosa Parks, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Muhammad Ali, Oprah Winfrey, Condoleezza Rice, Barack Obama, and Michael Jordan. This is why they talk stuff like that. You know, that tell me why my folks think the way they think. So let me get this straight. If you're not darker, then you're not African American, right? If you're Black American, then you're considered as indigenous people of this land. Right along with the Native Americans. You know what? This is why people need to look at this stuff. I said this is why we're a joke. Like the rest of America. I look at the words we use, and we don't understand why we use these damn terms. Why we use it. Just like whites don't even know when they use a term with the stuff they say. The study is white people seeing Black American as less than competent at the African American. You know, they always do this. Look at this. Calling a person Black and instead of African American as could cast this person or is more negative light. See, they worried about what white people gonna think. White folks don't give a damn about what you think. Long as whites don't give a damn about what Black people think. Worry about what you think, and whites need to do the same. As a matter of a new study to research the repost of this month and in the geographer of the experiment is psychology found white people characterize a Black person as belong to the lower you know this. Oh God, this associate academy static. Being less than incompetent hasn't a loss of invited of a person than African American person. This is ridiculous. And this is a different, and perhaps it could be having important on African American environment of setting from the labor market to the criminal or justice system. And to research and lesser by the university to often call to come to those research by the content of multiply as the study, which is they asking the different group of white people to provide it and the individual in the group through the perhaps admit as the scenario. I'm not going to read the rest of it. I just think it's foolish. I just think it's foolish. I just think the problem is Black people want to be accepted by white folks. Because deep down, like I said again, it goes by happened years ago. It goes by. Let me explain to you. This stuff right here, this study it, there's races good and bad. But what they're trying to say, if you're not apply and reapply yourself, then you unapply and unemployment for yourself. That's what they're saying. If you listen to some of my folks the way they talk, I'm gonna say you're gonna have to learn whites are a part of you. But what they telling you that if you're not red dish or pale, then you're not a white person. Even if you mix in their blood, they say, yep, he's a nigga. Oh, don't tell me they don't think like that. Same thing when they look at a white person. No matter what he does, if he's seen as being a white person, if he's not qualified and real qualification for himself, he's going to be seen as a white trash or cracker, right? Right? See, they generalizing. That's what they're doing. They trying to say, well, if they want to lump people in groups. See, this is what they did to white folks and black folks. That's what they're doing. They're trying to lump everybody in the group. No, you got to look people individually. Doesn't matter if they're good and bad. People got to take action, responsibility themselves. I'll give you that. But stop worrying about what other motherfuckers think. Worry about what you think. See, they don't want to deal with the real world. They don't want to deal with that. I can understand it. I don't want to face it, but I have to learn from it. I don't care what whites think of me. I worry about what I think. I don't care what black people think. I worry about my thing. And we need to fucking grow it. In 2015, we still ain't having these problems. See, you know what I blame? Not whites and not black. It's these people came up that term. Whatever this term actually came from, it come from Slavic people or not. But you ever wonder? I said, why is there so much racism? Because they don't want whites and blacks come together. Because they're afraid that whites and blacks killing their own race. Don't tell me they're afraid of that. That's why the Ku Klux Klan and the Black Panthers coming out here and say, oh, killing that whitey shit. And then you got the Ku Klux Klan coming out killing all that nigga shit. Nobody want to hear that. They paid them to go out there and say that. No, whites and blacks need to come together, kick these people ass. Because what they're doing, they try to manipulate the problem. These people, man, I swear, it just, oh, man, I swear they're the problem. Atlantis, as Joe, as Pinkenberg reported, one of the study experience at the subject or the given a to believe that the descendant of a man from Chicago with the last name Williams to one group. If he identified himself as African American and another who's been told he was black, well, a little to even to go on, they were asked to eliminate to Mr. Williams' salary and professional stance and the educated background. Come on, man. African American groups is remade as that could be earned about $37 million a year and a 2-year college degree. And the black group, on the hand, but putting his salary as about 29, and the guess that he have only some college experience, nearing the three quarters of one group, and guess that Mr. Williams working as a management level, while 38.5% of the second group thought so. This is ridiculous, man. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. That is so damn stupid. And Shakespeare must be what's wrong with him. Come on, listen to this. Shakespeare has been wrong when he wrote a roses by any else name and should smell as sweet. Man, and John Moore and getting it of images. A 2000 study from University of New York City Research. Gabby gene is also found the term black is associated with more of the negative that African American. You know what this man, whoever this doing this restudy this, whoever she is, you know what they trying to do? If you're a good black person, you'll qualify yourself to go to college, go to school, and build business. Then tell me, I don't see one business that's built over there in Oak Cliff. Then they moved the hell out of the damn Oak Cliff. But frankly, can you blame these people because they know some of their own people don't want nothing? No other race done this than my own, and it's sad. But a long time ago, black men and black women help out to each other. But I doubt if it's gonna go happen. We reply other people. We look for their exceptions to accept us. No matter what you do, they're going to still look at you the way you are. But it's hard to tell them that. Perhaps is the research unrelated to the race from Zabson that is a difference in the language can be a familiar. A 1988 study from the researchers of Winnemere Lentz and Gary Gritterman, from example, finding of the constant or more from favor to the ground beef that is labeled as 75% of learning, then a beef and describing it as the 25% fat. The supplement those that found that from their recent study into separated University Hall and her college as rodent as the subtrain to the state spirit that emotion that rose by any other name should and smell as sweet. The study has shown that is the label individual perhaps lead to the topic as the idea or other people offering of affecting there's a protection of anti-reaction towards those who entitlement. Judge Box into Milwaukee to Raymond Moore of Dave Boy. The difference in those are different in the language. Can notice different in the language. Though the different in the language can seem as perhaps that is research that say that has been affected on a serious affected on the public opinion and individual. For it could be for one, it could be impacting a person a chance of gaining of employed if someone in surprise as the summit in which he is describe himself as black, including African American, as research as perhaps that could have been the rise of a bad connection. Bad communicate. Potentially is reserving that the chance they get in the higher. Perhaps into the language could be the criminal justice system, where is the racial deep party, or there's already a problem. See, this is getting us on my nerves. To research as to the point that is presently as the defund as the black inform of African American could be, and based on the study or to resolve and to fact that how the injury perhaps at the your own damn people, man. Nobody talk like this than we do. And to study as the recent to it and to the ultimate of the region of the decision. You know what? This right here, you know what this man trying to say? Whoever this man is, he needs some actually lesson of his mouth, man. He gonna take some bad taste out of his mouth, man, because I don't know why we like this. Look at the definition of the word black. And you know what they're trying to say? Here it is. And of the very dark color is the alternate and opposite of completely an opposite of the light. The opposite of white. It says right here. Black smoke and precipitate as black or pitch black or jet black. I said this, and coated black. And see, my folks know the truth why a lot of this is going on. They just don't want to say it. And ivory and sable and incumbent and black horse from of any human group have a dark skin. I mean every human group. Every human group have a dark colored skin, perhaps or African or Australia Aborigine ancestors and the stop of the descent of Jamaica descent, black or color or pigment as trade is decent into black and green, and a member of a dark skinned people, perhaps one of African or Aborigine and Aboriginal ancestors, and the codiment of black and white against violence. The making black and perhaps by the preponderance of black Polish and black in the prize of a bull horn. See, look at the definition of word black. Look at this. That's why they believe this so-called one-drop rule stuff. Look at this. If you're not dark or darker colored, right, then you're not this color. You know what they sound like when they say that? They're basically saying, I'm more superior. That's the same mindset of a white person. Look at this. But what about this person, right? There are black people look like this, but they will never look at him as black. I mean, it just gets on my nerves, man. It really is. Look at this. But they won't say nothing about this. I bet you my folks won't say nothing about this, and yeah. In other words, it's killing the race. It's killing the race. The way they saying it. Look at this. They're black. He's black, but you saying he's not black because he's Jewish? I mean, yeah, he's black, but he got some white in him. He's also black. Not every black person have dark or darker colored skin, but you still be black, right? Because this one drop roll. This is why they got mad at Tiger Woods. Now I can understand it, but if you look close, there are black people who do got slandered the eyes like this. I forgot this tribe name, the Sin people. You know what I'm talking about. I forgot their name. They got the same certain skin like this than he does. Like, look at this stuff right here. I mean, they don't say nothing about that. See, that look at this. There are black people who look like this. For some odd reason, look at this girl. Look at this girl. They made me sick with that, man. This is the same mindset. Same mindset. I say, brothers, sisters, be careful when you date other races, because look at this brother. Do he look like he white to you? Now, certain black, certain featurement, but if you put the hair, he be close to that. See, we think that being black is dark or darker color, like Barack Obama, right? There are black people right now got European in their blood. But they say they're not racist, right? But they got the same hatred in their veins just as much as whites does. I mean, it's ridiculous. Let's go to mixed white. Let's go to mixed white. I mean, it's ridiculous. A lot of people say shit like this. Look at this. Same features. Same features. They won't even say nothing about this. Like this one. Same thing. I mean, it gets on my damn nerve. Why you think they call this academy is mixed academy? Come from different part of different races. But for some odd reason, nobody want to say anything. I mean, It's just ridiculous. In other words, you're killing their race. And this is a Swedish Cheerio, but a lot of people got so insecure, instability, sure they attacked that girl and her damn family. They show me right there how cruel people can be. Fuck these certain races. And this is a white guy and a black woman with a baby, right? But what does she sit there as? Is white guy? I mean, for his color to her, or a black woman to her color? See, this whole racist, this whole concept, it's bullshit. All this stuff that people talk about is all bullshit. Okay, let's look at the definition of the word black. No, I mean, my bad. Let's look at the definition of the word white. We already looked at the definition of the word black. Let's look at the definition of the word white. We already looked at the definition of the word black. Let's look at the definition of the word white. Here it is. White. The definition of the word white. Of the color of milk or fresh snow. During to the affected of the multiple limb of the visit light, the opposite of black. You see that right there? A sheet of white paper, colorless. How can white person tell me they're not a color, but it says colorless, unpigmented? They can't produce black, but it says bleach. But black is the opposite. Black is another. Black is the other word for black is bleach. Blot it out. But they will never talk about this. And natural, and snowy, and milky, and chalky, and ivory belongs to the or notice a race of a group having a light colored skin. Achievement to use of the people of European reaction, a white farmer community, and simply Caucasian, European, the early white settling. But I bet you people won't talk about this. Even whites won't talk about this. White color or pigmelon. And the gathering as the rose flowers lacking of white, and part of the pelament or part of the eyeball around the irid, and the paint or turn it something to white. And your passionate handlement of white on your face. You know what that means. But anyway, they won't even talk about this. They won't even talk about this, what it means to be a white person in this society. Look at the definition of the word white. Like this color. If you ain't got red, dish, or pale, then you're not a white person. You know, it's crazy right there. It's crazy. A lot of people actually believe this. Look at the definition. Look at this. You see the two different colors? You see this? Not every white person got blonde hair and blue eyes. Look at this. You got to be like Cole Kidman color. Oh, that's white. And like this, is white skin are very fair. This is ridiculous. Ain't nothing fair. White is not fair. Black is not fair. Nothing's fair. And look at this. These people are so damn dumb. They can look at this stuff, but but a lot of people don't want to. They don't want to look it up. You got to be this color to that color. See, if you don't know what pale I'm talking about, this is really pale. This is really pale. Or pink color. You know, I don't understand a society that people so obsessed with color. But, you know, I mean, it's just ridiculous. But let's see, pure. Well, you know, a lot of whites always say, I'm pure, and even blacks even said this. Let's look at the definition. Let's look it up. Pure white skin. Let's see the so-called fair skin that you hear people say. Look at this. This is really white, but this is binoless. There's binos in every other race of people, even Asian, even white, even black, but they will never talk about that. They are quiet on that subject. They're quiet. Black community, quiet on this. Even Africans. I haven't heard a damn news that binos are being attacked over there in Africa. But they need their ass whooped because they know what it's like if somebody attacking them. Even Europeans need their ass whooped. It doesn't matter what you look like, but what matters is what kind of person that you is. If they don't like you, fuck them. I mean, it's just ridiculous. It bothers me when you hear this stuff. It's foolish to think that anybody's pure. Ain't nobody's pure. If black is not pure, white damn sure ain't pure. But they keep believing that. They keep thinking, oh. See, I'm going to tell you, we ain't going to move past racism. See, this is black. This is really black. If you don't have this color, then you're not a black person. Because every black person have a dark color. Like burnt up color. Like this. I don't have this kind of color. I don't have this, but that don't mean I'm saying I'm not black. I know I'm black, but the thing is, blacks don't look like that. Or this. Blacks don't look like that. There are black people with blonde hair, blue eyes. There are black people with blue eyes. There are white people got the same black feature as much as a black person. There are white people got kinky hair just as much as blacks. For some odd reason, you know, it disgusts me. Same thing right here. If you ain't got this color or that kind of color to being white, then you're not a white person. Of this whole, oh man, it make me mad. Every race of people start from Africa. Not just black folks. Whites, Asian, Latinos, Jews, everybody. Doesn't matter who race it is. But it's just foolish to me. All this racism stuff is propaganda. That's all it is. It's a propaganda. Because they're afraid that they're going to find out the truth. They don't want whites to find out the truth. They don't want blacks to find out the truth. How these other races got here. And it started from the Neanderthals and the home of the fucking Scythians. But y'all ignorant. See, this is why they look at America as a joke. People in general. But we have shown no shame, are we? Are we? They need to grow up and start accepting people as human beings. It doesn't matter if they're white, if they're black, if they're Latino or Asian, if it's too much black and too much white and not enough black, not enough white. It doesn't matter. What matters is what the person that you is. But people don't want to accept that. They always focus on a goddamn color. It's always color. That's all you hear. If blacks are a color, then whites are the color too. I don't give a damn how superior they think they are. Just like blacks think that we're the most dominant color. But yet, there's all different shade of color out of us and out of them. Look at the term color. Look at this term. And the proper possession as the perhaps opposite of the producer different associated on the eyes as the result of the way as perhaps is affected or either with light. Light is lack of changing colors and symphony, hug and shade and tint and tone and color rate, and the color of the lights of changing color. It says right here. Here it is. Pigment of the skin, perhaps as the enlightenment and as a decent rate of a someone or a race, integrated on based on of the color, perhaps as skin color, skin tone, colored, race, ethnicity. What is my point? My point is, all white and all black is an ethnicity. Black is ethnicity, white is ethnicity, Latino is ethnicity, Asians are ethnicity, every other race of ethnicity. And I'm done doing this because my point is this: all race is propaganda. It's propaganda. You know what, man? That's all the point I'm just gonna make. But give me your comments and give me a real response, because we're the only group that talk like that till other groups gotta say this because they color too. It doesn't matter who pure or not. Ain't nobody's pure. Nobody. Because not everybody got the same color. Some people got different color of the skin. So fuck all this superior and superior and inferiority. Fuck all this minority and majority. Fuck all this old Democrat, this old Republican. It's all bullshit. But they out here and they believed it. Yeah, you keep believing it, but you need to live in a real world, because you're gonna find out people come from all different shades, all with different shade and shade them in a light. And I learned from that. It doesn't matter what race they say, but look at the definition when they use these terms of these race. A lot of them don't know what it means. They just be saying just to be saying something. But how can you say something about somebody and not even get to know them, and they want to get to know you? I judge based on the person they are, not the damn color of their goddamn skin. But I guess for how a lot of people forget what Martin Luther King said about that, don't it? I look at the person's action. I don't give a damn if you pale, if you're dark black or pitch black. I don't care what race you are. I'm looking at your action, what you do. I don't care if a man or woman. If we don't get rid of this whole mindset, this whole superiority and inferiority, it's all bullshit. But they still program black people to believe that. And you know that's a damn lie. But you still believe it. And they get whites believe that they are damn superiority. But back then they act like they was inferiority. And the same thing that blacks act like they superiority, but back then they was inferior. I'm done with this, because I realize it's all bullshit. People need to grow the fuck up, because these young kids that's coming up, and you don't want them to make the same mistakes you made. And start telling them the truth, how these other races got hurt. The only one race that ever mattered is the whole entire human race. Even if they evolved by age, evolved by well as being human beings or not. Doesn't matter who race started out first. If they can make it out of the cold or straight of the goddamn heat, from the children of the sun to the children of the moon. I'm just sick of this. But let whites fight each other. Let whites fighting blacks and blacks fighting whites and whites fighting whites and blacks fighting black. It's stupid. It's stupid. It's the dumbest thing I ever fucking heard. It's stupid. And I'm out, man, because I'm done, man. It'd be the last time, only my last time dressing this, and I ain't got to dress it no more. I'm done. All right. All right, it's your boy Domination. This is Back of the Basics. Chuck of the Deuce is how we do text, baby. Chuck of the Deuce is how we do text, baby. Until next time, all right? All right. And peace, and I'm out.